Hi everybody, welcome to our channel. My name is Ali Balor. This is my law partner Alexander Carl. And what are we talking about today?
Yeah, happy Thursday. Welcome back. It's been a few weeks, I think, or a couple weeks since our last video. We're going to be talking about immigrant petitions, consular processing, and specifically being scheduled for the immigrant interview at the U.S. consulate. And what we're seeing is, a lot of times a significant delay in the scheduling of that interview. It could take several months ideally, or it could take, we've seen a couple years. And what you can do to hopefully speed up that process or even kind of force their hand and finally make them schedule your immigrant interview that you've likely been waiting on from the beginning of the process for a couple years.
So, just to be clear, the process, let's say for immigrant visa interview, starts probably here stateside. The U.S. citizen files the I-130, that gets approved.
Yep,
and
takes 12 months to get approved.
Yeah.
And then you work with the National Visa Center to get them all the required documents that they need. Once the National Visa Center gets all
What are the required documents typically?
I'm not going to go over all the required documents, but it's tax returns, civil documents, filling out and submitting the DS-260, and a few other ones.
Right. The point I was trying to make is because this may take a long time sometimes, then at the National Visa Center, you might have to update those records. For example, new tax returns or a new arrest or whatever. The longer it just stays in the National Visa Center, the more likely it is that more time needs to be spent to update that. But
yeah,
go on.
Once they get all the required documents, you get a notification that you are now documentarily qualified and you are going in queue to be scheduled for an interview. However, you cannot move forward with the scheduling of that interview until they send you an email instructing you to do so. And this is where we get, or not just us, but I'm sure attorneys everywhere, immigration attorneys, a significant delay in receiving that email and being able to actually schedule the immigrant interview. And if you haven't really managed your client's expectations, let's say properly, but it can be a frustrating kind of wait time, understandably, because you're at the last step of the process and now it's taking a considerable amount of time to simply schedule the immigrant interview. So, if you're stuck in that and you've been waiting 5-6 months to be scheduled, what are your options?
One option is to contact your congressional representatives to see if they have any sway. Typically they don't, but it's a free option and it doesn't hurt. Mm-hmm. The other option is to send emails.
Yeah, inquiries. You can send inquiries to the National Visa Center. Most likely you're going to get a boilerplate response from them, which is typical. But every so often, if you do that about once a month or so, sometimes the squeaky wheel does work. I don't think that's the same, but you know what I'm trying to get at. Whether it just goes through the proper channels and you're scheduled, or the inquiries do work, sometimes after 5 or 6 inquiries, whatever it may be, you do finally get that email. So you can send in inquiries. That's also a free option if you have an attorney. You can also send in an expedited request as well. Those are hit or miss. You can do those every so often too.
These are all good options and free options, right? But when you're hopefully it'll work and you get your immigrant visa interview and your family member comes in. But if you're at your wit's end, and
tired of waiting, and you just want to get some finality and get the thing scheduled, then there is a route you can go that will bring that to a head.
That's filing a mandamus, filing a lawsuit in federal court that will not have negatively affect the case at hand. It simply forces the State Department to schedule that interview that you've been waiting for now for a year or two maybe.
Yeah, if they agree that I'm talking about the courts agree that the delay has been unreasonable, which most likely they will if it's been about 5 or 6 months and even longer, which a lot of times you are waiting that long, believe it or not. They probably will not litigate the matter. They're going to agree and tell the consulate to schedule the interview. We've done this successfully for many clients.
Many clients.
Yeah, and like Ali said, it doesn't negatively impact your case, anything like that. it is a productive and efficient way to, force their hand in scheduling an immigrant interview. I know it seems a little bit ridiculous that you have to take it to that length and actually file a federal lawsuit to do that, but hey, that's the way the agencies are working these days. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do, really.
So if you're at that stage, or if you have questions, please contact us. We're at www.americanvisas.net. You can send us a message right here on our YouTube channel, or send an email through our website. Either way, we'll be happy to help. We do this, we've been doing this kind of work really a lot lately, and with good results. And so,
yeah, definitely give us a call, shoot us an email. Happy to answer your questions, and we're here to help.
Awesome. Well, anything else?
No, thanks for tuning in. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you soon.
Bye bye.